I always seem to end up doing these late after work, so I'm a little tired, definitely. Okay. So pre-molt this, project 3D. The camera we're going to be using, of course, is our projection camera. Now it'll line up, and we want to maintain our RGB data. So we want to make sure our roto is just affecting. You know what? I have an option for this. We'll use this as a mask to reveal. That. And then we will pre-molt this. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. Alpha RGB, alpha RGB. Add a copy. Copy the alpha from here and this. So now we have the whatever. Then we probably don't even need to do that. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. So if you didn't follow what I just did, I just added a copy. I copied the alpha from our roto, and then I just took what I did with the merge, which is plugged in with the roto mask from the original RGB plate, and I'm now plugging that into our project 3D, and we're going to see what that looks like in reference to our scene. So it looks like it's showing up where it should. Let's actually see what it looks like within context of the actual shot. And let's play that back. Let's see how it looks. I have a feeling we're going to be getting some flickering just by looking at the Luma key that we were pulling a minute ago. But we'll see, what we can do about that. I mean, this is kind of the end of the tutorial, so you guys are kind of getting the hang of the general gist of it. And that's what a lot of these tutorials are about, is about showing kind of the framework of how things are done. They're 1-hour comps, essentially, and the main idea is that right now we've achieved something that used to be a lot harder than it is to do now, and it's something that I think adds a lot of production value, and it makes your shots a lot more compelling. And being able to know that you have this tool, you can essentially, like, if I knew where to shoot plates of things, right? So you could go over here and you could shoot different clean plates of things, and sometimes they don't work just because of different angles and focal lengths and lighting conditions. But sometimes it is good to, like, I don't know what this other letter was supposed to be, right? So I just kind of fudged it. I did know what this street was supposed to be, for example. All right, look at that. Oh, we forgot to turn on our frame all on our roto paint. Always make sure you do that. Very important. Very important, very important. Okay, so all the 204s, just select all of them, or whatever frame you happen to do your painting on. Make sure you go into lifetime, do all frames. Now, let's see what this is looking like here. Turn off overlay. Let's do this one more time. And this is going to be the last thing we do. If you guys are looking for other things to do, or you're not sure where to go from here, the next thing I would do would be working on this a little bit, maybe separating some of these trees and elongating this depth. And that would mean either deforming the card using the vertices and tangents, and like pushing it back a little bit, or you could use a displaced geo. I would also add some depth to the side of this building, so maybe project this building, and you could, instead of a card, you could actually use a cube, and you would place it so you would kind of line up the cube with this edge, so on this edge you would get some more parallax. But those things honestly, I think are much less important than the general idea of having stuff in the foreground wherever the audience is going to be kind of looking. The audience will notice this kind of parallax. They're much less apt to be, because the further away you get, the more subtle the parallax gets. The closer to camera you are, you know, I think always the most important thing that really sells this kind of stuff is the ground plane, number one. Number two, it's stuff that's in the midground where there's the most distance. Like if there was something right here, like say there was like a big hunk of garbage or a trash can or something sitting right here in the middle of the street, the distance between here and the background is greater than anything else in the scene, so that would have been probably the first thing, one of the first things I would have focused on, because, oh, well, look at that. Cool. So there's something happening in the bottom here, but you can actually see how much better this is as far spatially. I mean, it doesn't look like fantastic right now because it's something that we have to work on a little bit and potentially do some like more paint stuff on, but you're getting parallax and all this stuff, and it all looks like pretty convincing and cool, and you can do a wide range of camera moves with this stuff and get some cool results. So that's going to wrap up our projection tutorial for today. I might revisit it and show some more advanced concepts down the line. I don't know. Drop me a line at thefakingof.net. That's the film blog, of course. Hopefully a lot of you guys following along went there and entered your email address to get the files. If you didn't, go do that now and maybe watch this tutorial again and follow along in depth. There's some cool stuff coming up in the hopper over the next couple of months, so stay tuned, subscribe to the blog, like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.